How about that roast night? That was a fun night too.
It was one of the best nights of my life. I've been telling a couple people that might be better than the Super Bowls.
Why is it better than the Super Bowls?
Because it was 3 hours, just like a Super Bowl game. And we didn't get hit for those 3 hours, and it was just as exciting.
It was.
Well, you guys took some hits.
Oh, yeah, we took some different hits.
Delivered some
mental
big blows,
hits.
though.
Yes.
Delivered blows.
Can you talk us through your joke writing process?
All right, I'll go through my joke writing process. So I actually have a friend named Nate Dogg. He's been my lifelong friend since
Love Nate
we
Dogg.
both come out of the womb. We lived on the same street growing up. We've known each other since like literally 1 month year old. How do you say that when you're 1 month year old?
Less than one.
Oh, less than one. We were 1 month. And we were best friends since. And maniac, funny guy, always on point. I told him I'm doing the roast. I was like, these are the people that are going to be at the roast. So I was like, whenever you're feeling it, whenever you got some time off, just throw me some jokes. So, then on that, I'll get back to that. And then on top of it, you got all the people that were the writers for the roast as well.
From the roast.
That were ex-comedians that are roasters as well. You had Jeffrey Ross on the phone call as well. You get on the call. They ask you if you got any, material. They ask you if there's any situations you've ever been in that they can create jokes for. You tell them a couple stories, how close you are with the other guys that are going to be on the panel. And then they came back to me about 5 days later and had a list of jokes as well. And I read a couple of them. I switched them up a little bit. There were some that were spot on. I was like, yo, you guys hit that spot on. I'm just going to keep it as clean as it is right there. And then also in that meantime, I wrote about 5 of my own jokes as well. And then I gave them those 5 jokes. And then my friend, Nate Dogg, gave me his 10 jokes. I sent in those 10 jokes. So then the 5 jokes I sent in, the 10 jokes Nate Dogg sent in, and then the 15 jokes that the writers all came up with, we put them all on the table. I read through them, the way I was pronouncing everything. We had a couple 30-minute sessions where I was going over the jokes. They were seeing how it was coming off, and then did about 2 or 3 of those practices. And then they came back a day before the event, and they go, here's the final script. And the final script just was, everything was in order, how, the Julian's jokes all right there, all Tom's jokes all categorized. And then, boom, I loved it,
But I was reading the teleprompter, and because you could sit there, and I was infatuated with the teleprompter and who was using it, who wasn't. And so Rob, he was doing a couple of the teleprompter jokes, and you went full rogue. You went full rogue and just started going off the crowd, and like half of it wasn't. You just Robbie G'd it.
Absolutely nuts.
Well,
you almost blew the roof off the place.
Jack, I did blow the roof off the place.
You did. What am I talking about? This almost stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Always. But here we go. So I went off script a few times because, like I said, it was like a Super Bowl moment. Like I felt like I wasn't even inside my body once I got up there. First off, I finished a bottle of tequila. I haven't been drunk like that in quite some time. And tequila is like an upper. So you were next to me, Julian, that bottle that was underneath my legs when we sat down. Kevin Hart had like a third of it, which is impressive. He's like 2 inches tall. And like he finished a third of the bottle with myself, and he can completely, compose himself. Like he's an animal. You think he's sober when he's drunk, and like the guy can handle anything. And then he's funny, sober or drunk anyways. And then you finished the bottle with me. Then the bottle girls were bringing drinks to us as well. So when I got up there, I was ham, dude. Like that tequila went, like it amped me up when I stood up on stage. And then I just started firing off the jokes. And then when the final script came in, I was kind of disappointed. There were some of the jokes that were left off. And they were like, hey, everyone only has 5 to 6 minutes, so we can't do every single joke. So everyone had jokes left off their script. But when I got going, I saw some opportunities present to where the jokes that got left off script were ready to be fired. And I fired those jokes off. And plus, I was getting ripped on as well, so I had to stand up for myself as well. So that's how I went rogue.
He went rogue, and it was great. And then he ends it and finishes it with the Gronk spike, which a chef's kiss, a mic drop.
Were you planning on that, or was that
that just happened?
No. They planned on it. The writers planned on it. It was in the script. It was in parentheses at the end. Gronk spiked shot glass. So I had to do it. And right when I did it, I mean, I knew it was a great idea. And then right when I did it and I saw the glass explode everywhere, I said, oh shit, that was the worst idea. I mean, I would have Gronk spiked it like into the podium so it like wouldn't go all over the place. It was kind of dangerous. We are lucky and blessed that no one got hurt in that situation. There was a lot of people in the front row that could have led to, you know, a dangerous path where someone could have seriously gotten hurt. And we're lucky no one did because, you know, the party gods are always on my favor, are always on my side when I'm partying. Nothing ever wrong goes happen because I'm partying for the good of people. So God's there to make sure that no one gets hurt when I do something dumb because it's for the people.
It's for the people.
Shout out to the party gods, baby. Smiling down upon you.
Man, this has been the off season of Tommy. So many events.
Yeah. And it's because it's his first time.
Second, is his second year?
No, first. No, he's going into his second year.
Yeah,
Retired.
going in a second.
Yeah, he's going into his second
What
year.
moment are they going to use for his 12-foot statue in front of Foxborough?
They're gonna probably use my third leg to hold that statue up.
It'll probably be the Lex Go one.
Yeah, let's go statue.
Yeah, it'll be that one. I don't know.
What about the trophy one where he's like this?
Oh, backwards hat?
Backwards hat,
Oh,
like-
man. I was wondering helmet on or off if they were.
Do you think Tom?
Or maybe his combine picture. That's a statue right there.
That would rock.
Inspo.
Inspo, cotton.
Blind people on day games.
When do you think they're gonna reveal the statue? Halftime of a game, before a game,
I don't know.
end of August.
Maybe
Are they gonna have their own ceremony? Fill out the stadium against 65,000 just to reveal a statue. What's gonna happen?
They'll have an event to reveal the statue, the rendering, then an event to reveal the real statue. I mean, Jesus. How many events can we have?
Only Tom can do that.
Amen.
Only Tom.
he is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He is the greatest of all time. Now.
He's the only one who can do that.
Amen, brother.
People always think that like you still just go out and party.
No.
Gronk never drinks.
Oh, I mean,
anymore.
I love to have a great time, no doubt about it. I mean, dude, we partied so hard back in the day, though, too. Like, remember us on that golf cart in Nantucket?
Well, Fagawi.
Fagawi weekend.
We
Oh
got
my
in so
God.
much trouble though for that because
Yes.
you had a surgery
I think it was my forearm.
and was it? And then I had a foot.
Yes.
We
you
were
did.
both getting pulled. We were in the back of a what was
No,
it,
we were
golf
in the
cart?
back of a golf cart, and people were filming us. And then we weighed so much, and I think the people in the front got off the golf cart. And when they got off, the golf cart, the front two wheels went up in the air, and we fell right onto the ground and like face planted. And the crazy thing about it is we had no clue that we even did that until we saw the video on Barstool 4 days later. And the caption of Barstool was, "Not really sure we want our star wide receiver and tight end acting like this in Fagawi, but we love them for it."
Yeah.
And I was like, that's why I love Barstool. They're sticking up for us.
Bro, remember how mad Bill was?
Oh, man.
You fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Can't like Jesus Christ. Can you guys just stay out of the headlines?
Just
You guys are
yeah,
hurt.
Lines. Yeah. Yeah. You guys aren't even practicing right now. You can't even go on the field and you're acting like drunk idiots at Fagawi. Of course we are. We're young and dumb. I would not change a thing, bro. Imagine if we didn't do that now and we try to do it now, it would be hard to do it now. We did it when we could.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it. We did it when we could.
That was such a fun trip. That Fagawi
Fun
trip.
trip. Did you pull it up? Do you have that? It's online somewhere, dude. Let's look at it. Dang, look how young we look in all these
Guys, it's
videos.
Ty. Thanks for watching The Fumble. You know your Memorial Day weekend was lit when Justin Timberlake tweets you to compliment on your dance moves. Yeah, I'm talking about Gronk. He spent the
Really?
weekend with Julian Edelman partying in Nantucket. Here's a glimpse into their weekend. Edelman let us know exactly.
Oh, that's Tom's butt. I thought it was mine. Jealous of Tom.
He later took a beer and poured it all over
Look
Gronk's
at
head.
us, dude. We were
Gronk didn't
maniacs.
enjoy it.
You're pouring a
Gronk
beer on my
stumbles and
head.
stumbles over a metal barrier
I'm
and
front
ends up
row of the
hitting
concert.
Gronk Gronk made Patriots fans a little nervous when he attempted to do the splits and crawl on the floor at the same time.
This was 2 months before training camp. Bill, we're training.
Edelman and
We're
Gronk
stretching.
fell over. Their entire Pat season flashed before their eyes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, dude.
Here it is. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, that's what happened.
But no worries, they were okay enough to dance to Justin Timberlake on stage later that night, which is what
Was
prompted
there?
Justin
I don't remember him being there.
Yeah.
That's the Gronk move right there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we used to dance our face off. I swear that made us better players, though, because we were doing so many different type of
Calisthenics.
movements. Yes.
Calisthenics.
It was our cardio. We were dancing for 4 hours straight, and we burned off all the alcohol while we were dancing, too. That's why we were always ready to go when we showed up.
Julian, I got a lot of respect for you, man. The way you play the game. It's freaking gangster. I'm watching your episode with Gronk right now, and let me just say, I want to see a fight between you and Gronk. You know, jiu-jitsu is all about the smaller guy, and I really, really think you could take him. You know? I want to see it happen. I want to call you the bearded wonder. You know, throw on a gi, go no gi, it doesn't matter. I want to see you guys get after it. Step on the mats and see who's boss.
So what's the question?
What's the question?
Who would win in a fight?
Oh, that's the question. I just love how he started it off. His name's Tyler, and he's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Brown belt.
Don't go there, Rob. We're trying to get him on the show. Roast mode over.
No roast mode.
Right.
No roast mode.
All right. I was just saying.
You gotta turn the page.
Man, I mean, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't even know, but Julian is an absolute dog. I can tell you this. There are plenty of people out there that are bigger than Julian, and I guarantee Julian would whoop their ass. In the dog.
I like that.
I like thinking of you guys as a tag team duo, not adversaries.
Yeah, Gronk would kill me.
All right, let's move on here to our next question. The hotline does accept text messages, so we got a hotline text that came in. Hey, this is Jace Potter, and my question is for Jules and Gronk. Did Gronk ever get in trouble for denting the Super Bowl trophy with the baseball? That is from Jace Potter, a listener.
No.
No, I never got into trouble.
Nice.
No, never have. It's kind of like in the Hall of Fame now, like the dent. It's like legendary.
I have the ball.
But no, we never got in trouble. If anything, it just grew our
They loved it.
just grew our legendariness.
Well, everyone was terrified of how Mr. Kraft would react. Like all the people that worked for him. But then it was like he didn't care. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stacey James, though, I mean, he almost had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack.
Oh, heart attack.
With the Vince Lombardi, because they make a new one every year, it doesn't have some of that like oral history like the Stanley Cup does, but that and being in the Hall of Fame with the dent, it has that like legend to it. That it's awesome.
That we appreciate the small jab to our trophy that you did to try to sneak in.
Anytime
That's such a
anytime
Kyler.
hockey can get in there, you got to get it in there.
All right, last question.
Last one.
Jules, Gronk, thank you guys both for your service. My question is this. If the two of you had to go into business together and it couldn't have anything to do with sports whatsoever, what would that business be and what would your roles be?
Circus.
That's one. Podcasting.
Yeah, but
That'd
it can't be
number two.
anything to do with sports.
You could do like a food podcast.
And then, and then I would say, I think we would be really good on OnlyFans. Yeah. I feel like
Together?
together.
Link in
The
bio,
fir-
link
the
in
first
bio.
duo to do it together. Never show the junk. Never ever show it. Never ever. You can't be the one that shows the junk. But I'm pretty sure I looked it up the other day because someone recommended me to get on OnlyFans, and I looked up what dudes are on OnlyFans and how much they're making a month. And it said, this is what it said on Google, is that Tyga is making $80 million a month. 40 million, I think, a month from OnlyFans.
From OnlyFans?
Type it in right now,
Check
Jack.
that.
It was some outrageous number to where just saying that just give me a little spark to maybe start a business with Jules.
It says Tyga has, for $20 a month to subscribe, they estimated here he's made 20 million so far off his OnlyFans total.
Oh, total.
Is what I'm saying. He's
Someone
six-
said he was making 20 mil a month or 40 or something. They
me
Googled
double
it right in
check.
front of me, but
Yeah,
I was only wrong on that one.
Hey,
20
still a
mil is not
crazy
nothing.
amount.
we could get 40.
Yeah, we can get about 20 to 40.
I was so sick of that visit, dude. It wasn't just a visit.
Were you sleeping?
Just wasn't the visit to the Patriots. So what? I went on like a little tour. Like you go and I visited 12 different teams. It's kind of like you're going on these recruiting visits to each team because they want to get to know you. And
yeah.
the New England Patriots were the last ones on the list. And bro, I was sick. I was flying from Denver to Jacksonville to freaking Baltimore, meeting with every team, and I was so sick of it. And you know, you're putting like kind of a front on as well. And I was literally so sick of it. I go, I want to be outrageous here. I need to have some fun with it. I remember I was kind of hungover too, feeling like crap. All these flights. I went out and partied a couple of the nights too, so I wasn't even feeling like myself. So I was like, how do you get back to normal? You just become outrageous then.
Yeah.
I show up, bro. I was so tired. First thing I do is fall asleep in Nancy's office. Yeah, Bill Belichick heard all about it. He couldn't believe it. And then I go into the interview session, and Billy O'Brien draws a play up, and then he erases on the board. He's like, all right, can you name what the wide receivers did, like rename their route and what their responsibility was? I was like, bro, I have no clue. I couldn't even think. And then he's like, what do you do? I was like, you just throw me the fucking ball, Billy. I'll make some guys miss. I'll run over some people. He's like, but you don't know the play. I was like, I don't need to know the play. You throw me the ball. Like, that's basically how our interview went. And then I literally walked out of there, called Drew Rosenhaus. I said, this team is either going to take me or they're fucking laughing at me. And I give no fucks because I'm over this whole process. So what happens? New England Patriots trade up for me for the 42nd pick in the NFL draft in 2010 and select me. And I looked around the table. I said, I told you they were going to take me.
But Billy O, so going back to where we started, that is Gronk.
Yes.
Right there. That whole thing. And they built up, like, I remember them talking about you, the coaches, saying, like, yeah, man, you're going to love this kid. He's fucking just awesome. He had, like, he explained the whole thing that you just explained. And, like, that was like, oh, my God, what? Like, that doesn't happen in New England. You know what I mean? And Gronk kind of, from your little story right there, you can kind of portray that you're not a smart football player, like, but you were, like, brilliant. Like, they would explain that, like, don't think that Gronk didn't know his fucking plays. This guy, you coached him once on one thing, he never had to say it again. Like, he was, like, one of the most football intelligent guys I knew.
Yes. I mean, at that time when I was doing the interview, I was beat down. I was sick of it, so I couldn't really recall,
Yeah.
you know, the play after he showed it to me. And then also, I did struggle a little bit, though, my rookie year with the playbook. I actually would have probably started every single game from the beginning. My first 8 games, I only was playing about 15 to 20 plays a game,
Yeah.
if you can recall that. And then finally, boom, the playbook hit. I mean, it was a tough playbook. I mean, in college, I literally think I had like 15 plays and I lined up in the same spot every single play. And I get to New England and, man, let me tell you, that playbook was outrageous.
And it's not just the playbook.
Yes.
It's the personnel groups. You're playing Y, you're playing F.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's wheels. You guys got to flop. Like, it was definitely tough.
It was definitely a challenge.
And the fucking formations. There's so many goddamn formations.
It drove me crazy. Like I said, in college, I had one formation. I lined up in the same spot every single play. I'm not lying. Every single play I get to New England, 65 different formations?
Yeah.
Actually, probably 150 different formations, but then we narrowed it down to about 65. Dude, my head was spinning all over the place. And then finally, it just clicked, you know, once I got it under control. About week 10, remember I scored that touchdown versus the Chicago Bears versus Brian Urlacher?
Oh, yeah.
What was that, Panther route, where I had to just get big right at the goal line, and then Tom was going to throw it low. And then we hit it in practice that Friday. Then we hit it in the game that Sunday. And since then, I was starting every single play.
What's your favorite Tom memory?
My favorite Tom memory, man. I'll always remember the time when I first met him in the locker room. You brought it up during your speech. He just came up to me. I was getting my ankle taped by Jimbo, the great Jim Wallen. Right, Jim Wallen? Wallen. It's been a while, Jim, man. I just called you Jimbo for so long. I'm forgetting your last name a little bit.
No, you got it.
All right,
You
good.
got it.
I got it, though.
You got it.
And he was taping my ankles, and Tom just came cruising by, you know. I was just a good old rookie, and he just walked up to me, and he goes, "Hey, I'm Tom Brady." And I go, very nice to meet you, Tom Brady. I'm Rob Gronkowski. And then he's like, let's get after it this year. And then he walked away, and I just was like shook. I was like, man, Tom Brady just came up to me and introduced himself as Tom Brady. Like, of course, I know who you are, Tom Brady. But that was just one of the coolest moments I would remember, for the rest of my life. And we just, got to work from there on out. And he was all business right from the beginning. He really was. Like we said, what he puts on, his persona, what he shows,
That's what he
truly
is.
believes in. And he was all business 24/7 when he was in that building.
What was your favorite moment too while we're at it?
My favorite moments were the ones where like we'd be throwing routes or something, and like he would yell at me or something. Like I remember my rookie year, we put in a 4-wide personnel group the first day of rookie or the first day of veteran camp, and so it was me, Wes, Joey Galloway, and Randy, and we put it in there, and I was the Y, and I did the right thing, and I ended up dropping the ball. And he starts just yelling at me. Jules, what the fuck? And I like, oh, snap. And then as soon as we got in the locker room, he came up to me, he goes, hey, if I yell at you, that means I like you. And I was like, well, you must really love me then, bro. You know what I mean? That was kind of like those moments where, he was getting on you. That's the stuff you remember you like, or, the stuff when we'd be training out and thrown on a field or something. Those are always the great memories that you'll remember. Yeah, it's the big plays of that and the other. But I think it's the behind the scenes stuff was my favorite.
I would have to agree with you, man. If he gets on you, he sees potential in you. And that's why he got on your ass all the time. He got on my ass all the time my rookie year. I didn't really like him my rookie year. I mean, he was just getting on my case just nonstop. And it was kind of mind fucking me so much that I couldn't be myself out there sometimes. I couldn't run the right route because I was just thinking so much, because there was just so much on the plate at first. I got a coach telling me to do this. I got Tom telling me to do this. And then finally, you just figure it out and it all clicks. It took me about halfway through my rookie year. And then obviously going in my second year, it clicked to a whole nother level. I mean, we went for 21 touchdowns total, including the playoffs. But just my rookie year, he was on my case. I remember I ran a flag route and I ran inside the guy instead of getting outside of him. And he flipped out on me in the meeting after the practice and told me he's never going to throw me the ball again. And like, I got butthurt, and Algie Crumpler saw it too. And then he just tapped on my thigh and he was like, yo, Gronk, don't worry about that. Tom's just being Tom, man. Just don't worry about keep doing you. And then it kind of like, put a fire under your ass though. And that's what Tom was so great at doing. I didn't really realize that's what he was doing either. Like he was just trying to get the best out of you. And it kind of lit a fire, under my ass. And then I just wanted to prove Tom wrong. Like, all right, I'm going to run this flag route every time now, and you're never going to throw me the ball, but I'm going to be open by 5 yards, and you're going to look like the idiot now. And that happened, and then he threw me the ball about 600 more times from there on out.
So that was also, that example is an example of why Tom was Tom, because he knew what kind of guy each guy was. Like he could challenge Rob. He could challenge me because we retaliated to that challenging, like in a whole nother, like that was the way it got us going. Other guys he didn't do that with, and he would do it in a different way. Then that's the sign of a good leader, is when someone knows what to get out of the guys and how to get it out of them.
And I've seen this before. Coach Belichick and Tom challenging wide receivers, and they don't step up to the plate after the challenge. And let me tell you, those wide receivers or tight ends were gone the next week. So, hey, if you don't step up to the challenge, you're gone. That's why I love football. That's why I love sports, because there ain't no politics here, buddy. It's either you got it or you don't.
Swink or swim. Sink or swim.
Sink or swim.